Morning guys, this is the S90 T8 Plus. Let's do a walk around review of this beautiful Scandinavian executive sedan. Now this is a pre-registered unit, so the price is going for around 288,888, and that is in the same price category as the C300. But in terms of specifications and options, Volvo has always been fully loaded, and basically your choices with this car is the T8 or the T8 Plus, or if you want a fully petrol one, the T5. But I fully recommend the plug-in hybrid. It's just a lot more bang for buck. Okay, so let's do the walk around now. In the face of this car, the very masculine, very handsome front grille slightly concaves in, and you get the Volvo iron mark over here. It's very clever because they conceal the camera system within this housing over here. Right, you can see a little bit of that floating grille design, the chrome bits with the black bits here. The black bits actually give it a little bit of width, give it a little bit of shine, but the chrome bits accentuate the concave lines. So that's a very handsome face. Full LED headlamps, of course, with the Scandinavian tall headlight design. You get the front splitters, and it's all just very edgy, I would say, and it's not edgy in a bad way, right? The lines are very clean cut, and it is accentuating. There's a lot of accent lines. For example, you see these accent lines here, the cuts here, and the cuts here. My favorite angle to view this car is actually one that very weird. My favorite angle to view this car is here, okay, because it's very balanced and very comforting. I don't know what about it. Okay, look at this line cutting here. There's this line going up here, which sort of, you know, if you extrapolate these lines, it's a crisscross. But there's also a line coming up here, and it's just I love this pattern, this shape over. I don't know what about it. It's just lovely design. If you didn't know, this car and the Spa platform cars, the XC60, the XC40 and XC90, the XC40 is not a Spa platform, it's CMA platform, but the Spa platform cars, the S90, S60, the XC90 and the XC60, they were designed by Robin Page, and that was what caused the Volvo cars design renaissance, as you can call it, or the very refreshed Volvo cars design language. This was from the work of course, Volvo design team led by Robin Page. Now, Robin Page is a very famous car designer. He was the main guy that did designs for Bentley, and he did designs for Rolls-Royce as well. Very timeless designs, and if you see any Bentley or Rolls-Royce on the road, you feel like, yes, it does have that air of regality, that air of prestige and luxury, and that really carries across with the S90 and of course the other SUVs. Okay, so very handsome, yet it has its very imposing characteristic. Right? It's a very serious looking car, fitting of the stature of executives. Right, this is the side profile view, and you can see a very bold line that cuts across from the back of the car to the front of the car. It's a very bold line. It cuts across from here over to here, and it slides and glides across the bonnet line, okay, into this line, going up and folding itself back in. So you get this very flowy, very elegant, almost like a leaf. It's almost like a very long banana tree leaf. Right? Very nice. Very, very nice. And look at how the light reflects across the two different surfaces. And it's just very nice, accentuating of the body lines. With the Inscription trim, of course, you get Inscription chrome bits over here. Over here, there's a slight cut, and there. Another interesting thing about the way the doors were designed is that there's a chrome frame that starts from here. It goes all the way here, and this beautifully designed C-pillar with this cut in here. And the bits in the middle are black, so it really accentuates that this is one single frame, almost like a Super GT. Okay, almost like a Super GT. I think this design cue was a little bit inspired from the Bentley Conti GT, because we've seen that the Bentley Conti GT, if you wind down the windows, there's no B pillar, and of course this car is a sedan, it has a B pillar, right? Okay, 19-inch wheels. Let's move on to the back, and you can see the back of the Volvo S90. Signature lights, as well as the Inscription badge over here with the twin engine all-wheel drive. Now, twin engine meaning that it has a supercharger and a turbocharger, right? That I did not cover in the driving review, but yes, this car has both supercharger as well as turbocharger. And couple that with the electronically controlled rear wheels, that's how you get that near instantaneous power delivery. So smooth, so powerful. At the same time, it accelerates you very, very quickly, right? Superchargers, as we know, is meant for low-end power, delivering low-end power, and the turbochargers need some time to spool up before it can really deliver its power, okay, and really produce that power needed to push a car of this weight. The supercharger plus electronic controlled rear wheels contribute to that near instantaneous torque, which is so enjoyable. There's not much spoiler to speak of. It's integrated into the boot itself. And yeah, let's move on to the other side, which is more of the same. Beautiful, very clean, very Scandinavian design. I have a theory, right, that Scandinavians have the same philosophy, or they're carried by some same thinking with the Japanese. Something about them just reminds me of very, very Japanese. They're like the European Japanese people, or like the Japanese are the Asian Scandinavians. Yes. Let's move on to the interior. Okay, so a funny story that happened with this car, not this exact car, but with Volvo cars, is that last time, I think durian season in Penang was 3 weeks ago, like a month ago, a solid month ago. Okay, and during that time, of course, Penang people, we love our durian, and our customers love their durian too. So this guy, right, he went to buy durian and he forgot to bring the airtight containers that they need to keep the pungent smell of durian, the intense aroma of durian in, like, from going into the car and everywhere else. And then he bought the durian already, so what to do? Ah, yeah, that's the soundproofing of this car, by the way. Lots of construction work, and bam, quiet. Let me just turn on the aircon. I want the aircon. Okay, anyway, so this guy was buying his durian, right? After he bought the durian, he's like, oh shit, I got no container to store the durian so that the smell doesn't get into my car. So no choice though, he bought the durian, he put it in the back of the car, in the trunk, and lo and behold, the whole car smelled like durian for the first day. Next morning he woke up, he got into the car, and he said, hey, the durian smell has decreased significantly. There was around, like, if you could put numbers to smell, the intensity dropped by 30%. So only 30% of durian smell still lingered in the car. And by the 36th hour, which is like, you know, 1.5 days away, the smell almost completely dissipated, and by the second day there was no durian smell anymore. Right? So this is technology that is I wonder if I can show you here. This is technology from Volvo. It's called Clean Zone, and it actively filters the air inside your Volvo cabin. And that's why sometimes when there's haze in Malaysia, and when haze gets really bad, you can use the air cleanliness detector thing, put it in a Volvo, detect, and then put it outside the window and then detect. It can give you a very clear reading of your Volvo car's air and how clean it is. It actively reduces all the smells and everything inside the car, and that's just a wonderful, very empathetic feature that not many cars have. It's such an empathetic feature. I absolutely love and adore Volvo because of features like this, and also because of features like this. Alright, it might look like a very simple air filter, not air filter, what am I talking about? This is aircon vent. Okay, very simple aircon vent with a chrome bit coming over here and sliding across to here and sliding across the entire car. Yes, design language, beautiful. But this aircon vent was actually invented by an intern in Volvo cars in the headquarters, and they licensed this from him. Why is this so genius? It's because you can control everything with one hand. Right, this is off, this is on, 360-degree rotation, everything done with one hand. I like features like this. It is so贴心, you know, so empathetic. I love it, absolutely love it. And of course, you can see from the digital instrument display, up to this certain point, you're using electronic or you're using battery charge. All right, after this certain point, you're using petrol fuel. That's your battery charge, that's your fuel. Okay, now the S90 T8 Plus Inscription has the Bowers and Wilkins sound system. Now this isn't a slap-on sound system. This is a 19-speaker sound system that was built from the ground up alongside Volvo as they design these new SPA platform cars. So this is applicable to the XC60, XC90, S60, no, not S60 because S60 is our design, and S90 Inscription. Okay, it is a wonderful sound system. The sound stage is absolutely fantastic, and you can even tailor make your sound experience. Of course, the Swedes are very proud people. They're very patriotic to their country and highlight their country. Now, this is a car with lots and lots and lots of substance and taste. For example, you can be playing music and you can be changing the soundstage setup to whatever you want, and that you can even replicate the Gothenburg concert hall soundstage, which is very wide, very deep, very surround sound system. Can get the studio optimized sound settings as well. If I want to focus the sound on the driver or all across the cabin or just the rear seats if I'm chauffeuring someone, it is absolutely completely mind-boggling. Right, you can see the Bowers Wilkins sound system. They built alongside this car, meaning that it's not just just a change this speaker setup, upgrade to put the brand here. No, they built this from the ground up in terms of where to position the speakers, what material to put the speakers, and how to best get the effect down to the minute details. Right? If you can see, there's this little bit of a gold panel thingy inside that's actually made from Kevlar, right? And it produces wonderful quality sound, right? So this car so far has been chock full of luxury features. Chock full of luxury features and stuff that you never thought of, they put in already, right? So they're very proud of their Aura Force crystal gear knob. Of course, this is from Sweden as well. You get all this beautiful diamond cut dials, diamond cut drive mode select, and it's all just very clean. This is the infotainment system to the point, it's clean to the point where I hear some people say that, hey, why this car got nothing one upon first impression lah. Upon first impression, they get into this car compared to the button chock full load of the BMW and the the more complicated or more dial design of the Mercedes. This is just in all function, it is an iPad, right? So for your main usage, navigation, USB, phone, and soundstage, you get from the main home page here. On the right, if you swipe to the right, this is all toggle on and off. So this is all your adjustments, your reduced guards, your roadside information, everything is toggle on off here. And on this side, it is things that you can dive into, like basically apps you can dive into and download stuff, etc. You even get Spotify, you get Apple CarPlay, you get Android Auto, here and here. You can even download some apps for this. Yep. Drag down for all the detailed settings, and there's an owner's manual inside the car electronically. Settings to go into different settings, and of course the aircon vents on the side. Alright, it's a beautiful car. This is solid wood. Okay. In the other models, the 60 series, it is driftwood. They call it Scandinavian driftwood. But this is in the 90 series, so it is solid wood. Right? We've covered before the orthopedic seats and large bolstering over here, and of course multi-function seats that you can tailor make the seating position, the bolstering, the angle, etc. And you can save it on the M12 button there. Yes, that's memory seat function. You get frameless rear mirrors over here, and then the IntelliSafe system is actually housed inside here. You get infrared, you get radar, coupled with the camera that we showed off in front. This system talks to that system, and of course you get radars at the back of the car as well, right? So these systems all interconnect. The systems all interconnect, feed information to each other, and then decide whether or not it is a risk, and if there's a risk, how to best mitigate the damage from that risk. Okay, so that's the IntelliSafe system design, and that is how it can use adaptive cruise control everything as well, because it has camera, it has detection, it has radar to get the distance from between you and the car in front of you. It's infrared. So all these systems work together to provide you with this all-in-one safety as well as adaptive cruise control, acceleration, deceleration, pilot assist experience. Wonderful, wonderful design. Of course, leather is high quality, very, very plush, very, very soft. Yep. Okay, so this, you notice this thing over here, the center tunnel, is very shallow, right? There's not much you can put there. I don't think I can even fit my phone No, I can't even fit my note here. Okay, why is that? It's because the hybrid battery is housed underneath here. Okay, now we all know that batteries are very volatile. It's a lithium battery, and what happens when you damage a lithium battery? In the event of a car crash, if your battery is in the front or the back of the car, where the crashes are most likely to happen, right? You either crash in front or crash at the back. This hybrid battery system is safe inside the center of the car. It's where all the reinforcement of Volvo safety features are protecting, right? It's protecting the cabin, and this is in the center of the cabin, which offers the most protection. All these steel frames, right? This cage in the Volvo car is made from boron steel, which is at the same time very light and at the same time very, very sturdy, right? It protects all the interior as well as the battery to prevent collateral damage in the unfortunate event of a car crash. So that is it. Rear seats, let's move on to the rear seats. I'll show you some cool features over there. Oh, by the way, there's the Inscription trim here. The embossment on the headrest as well. We are now in the rear seats. You can hear there's quite a bit of noise outside. Not anymore. Okay, rear seats is very comfortable, very large legroom. How I was sitting just now was my normal driving position, the position that I'm comfortable in. Pretty standard, nothing too weird. And you can see the amount of legroom I have. That's actually pretty insane. Right, that's actually pretty insane. You get B-pillar air conditioning back here, which is very, very nice. I like B-pillar air conditioning. On both sides, you get the Bowers & Wilkins sound system. You get this privacy folding thingy. I don't know what it's called officially, but you get that, right? For more privacy. Close, but one more light. Okay, so there you go. Furthermore, for any child that gets in the car, you get these built-in booster seats. All right, so this is one level, and you can even press it, pull it up like that. It's a bit hard to do with one hand. Right, let me just put the camera down. Okay, I did it. So this is the second level of the booster seat, built into the Volvo car itself. Of course, ISOFIX is available for very, very tiny humans. Right, you just release, press down, and there you go. You even get that privacy glass thing at the back, which you can control from the infotainment system. Right, okay, so I think for the rear seats, it's very spacious, very roomy, and you can see even the headspace. I am around 175 centimeters tall. My legs comfortable. Top okay lah. Some of my hair is touching it, but minor stuff. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I don't think there's any more that I want to say about this car. Overall, a fantastic bang for buck, value for money proposition, and that is where Volvo produces the best bang for buck. Alright, cool. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Okay, another feature that I forgot to show off is that with the key in hand, just position your foot between O and L. Okay guys, another feature that I want to position your foot between O and L, give it a slight kick, and oh, I think the car is, that's strange. Yes, there you go. Sometimes it's a little bit hit or miss. Okay, the boot space is actually pretty huge. You can fit comfortably one body in here or a few pieces of luggage, and this is because of the design of the positioning of the hybrid battery in the middle of the car, right? That's where usually the battery would go, and now it is all spacious, ready for you to use on road trips. Okay, I think that's all for the features of this S90 T8 Plus. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do remember to smack that subscribe button. You can see the tall headlights. You can smack that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.